I'm a GT boy. When you do it, tryna dash this. She's a GT girl.
Another program of London Jill. We are season 2, episode 10. Understand? We are season 2, episode 10. This is Spin City Chris. Guyanese barn, American bass, Guyanese singer. You understand? You got a lot of music booming in New York right now, man, making a lot of waves in New York right now. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about Spin City Chris. He's an Afro-Caribbean rap and R&B artist. Born in Georgetown, Guyana, and partially raised in Queens. You understand? Man raised up in Queens. Man born right there, go to school right there and thing, but man left early and go do music in Paris. You don't know the singer, you know. You understand? Man. Well, anyway. His work blends the song, culture, and passion of his Guyanese heritage with the strength and the silence of New York City.
Mm-hmm.
His music expresses his perspective as seen on the track like GT Boy, go on YouTube and look for it, and West Indian Dream. You understand? Go on YouTube and look for it. With a growing catalog, engaging performance, and captivating visual. You understand? What do you mean by the art? Let's break it down with you. The man is getting guy in the foreign and the man out. It's like it's the why I love to Spin City. Just give me all a brief about Spin City. You understand? Now, Spin City has been doing his work in foreign. Wow. Time now I get familiar with Spin City with this tune called I'm a GT boy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So why you go and check out what the market here? You see, I go and check out GT by YouTube. Anyway, let me get to Spin City. So, Spin City. Hey, I'm good. I know you're Spin City, Chris. Give me your full name.
My full name, the government. I'll give you Christopher. I can't give you the full thing. I'll give you Christopher.
Why you can't give me the full thing?
Because the full thing that's a lot of information, man.
No, give me the first and the last. God, remember
First
your
and the
fans.
last?
Listen to me. Your fans know, right? You don't know who watching you something that want to pull off your life.
Mm-hmm.
Your fans like research you.
So if they want research, listen to the music. The life is in the music.
So, at what age you go away, man?
8 years old, man. Yeah.
At what age you find you love music?
I mean, I've been a musician since I was like 4 or 5. I used to play piano and guitar as a kid, and then when I left Guyana, I stopped playing, and then I started drumming when I was 16 up until today. So doing like church drumming, like a Jamaican and Trinidadian churches and stuff like that in New York, and then rapping about 4 years ago. So when I was like 19, and I started with that in college. I joined this college radio station, and I was just surrounded by rappers, singers, videographers, as the whole creative scene, and like it just took hold of me. And from there, song by song, project by project, we're here today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray.
Yeah.
Proud man.
Enough thanks and respect for Uncle
Thank
Ray.
you.
Carry on.
This is Sweet Elegance. You understand? This is Sweet Elegance.
Owner and the chef. Let me just bring it last.
Yeah, Uncle. This is Sweet Elegance. You don't know why that's Sweet Elegance? You've got to wait for 5 minutes, but don't worry, wait. Because A1 now, we laugh, A1 now. You got the garlic bread while you're waiting, you eat my body.
You wait for the garlic bread.
Yeah, no, you get the garlic bread while you wait.
And I make it worth the wait.
God,
Exactly.
make you come for wait.
Exactly.
So you don't know. Yeah, come now and Sweet Elegance. You understand? Everything up and out at Sweet Elegance. You understand? Alright, so you get back to Spin City.
Yeah.
So Spin City,
Yeah.
what school you attend in Guyana before you left?
So I went to Marion Academy. Marion Academy, yeah.
So you left 8 no?
8, yeah.
So it's before you come in entrance.
Like right before. I missed it. Dodge it come to America, take American exams anyway.
Right. So
yeah.
what has been like for you know any music scene in America?
It's interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Every the main cities I work in is like New York, Atlanta, Denver, and like Philadelphia.
Right.
And everyone has their their pros and their cons, good and the bad. I think New York is just New York. Like New York is just, especially when it comes to hip hop, R&B. New York is legendary in that. So like, there's certain things New York is gonna have that guaranteed. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like New York, because it has so much like music and like black music history there, especially like hip hop, Caribbean music, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes people take it for granted, you know.
Right.
They don't really like appreciate what they have sometimes. The artists that they have access to, the shows, the conferences, the concerts. Like people, I go to Atlanta, I go to Denver. Sometimes I get way more love there because they're like, we don't get artists of this like quality that often. And in New York, there's so many of them. There's like everybody's a star, you know.
Right.
And they're on right though. And they're on right. Thank you, Uncle.
Mm-hmm.
The sauce.
Yeah.
France by Chef Proper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's the sauce.
Right?
Yeah. So there's something we face in the music scene. I feel there's something in the music scene like you just got to travel and get recognition before you get recognition in your home land.
Hometown, yeah. It's funny because even though like I made GT Boy like what 3 years ago, and I think when I released it, I opened for this artist named Rich the Kid, but at the time I wanted to come back to Guyana and do something with it, but I just couldn't.
I know
It
Rich
wasn't
the
making
Kid
make sense. Yeah, I opened it from at a college concert at Baruch College, and I wanted to come back to Guyana and do something with the song, you know, but just couldn't. So I was in New York, so I just went all over New York, anywhere Caribbean I could find, Little Guyana, like Liberty Avenue. I was all over. Even West Indian Dreams, bro. That video, we shot I think part of that video by JFK Airport.
Sorry.
And then the other one, literally the day of the video shoot, I walked into this restaurant. I can't remember the name. A restaurant in Little Guyana. I just walked in. I talked to the manager.
He's in Queens.
In Queens.
Queens is he's lived, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Walk in there, just talk to the manager. Say, "Yo, can I shoot a scene for my music video in here?" And they said, "Okay." And now the video got almost 50,000 views on YouTube.
So it's been CT.
Just so.
So you got the team is work with a brother or something.
Something like that, yeah.
No one. It can't be. It gotta be yes or no.
It is. It's yes in the sense that like I wouldn't call them a team, more like a community.
Sorry,
I got people I trust that I go to, you know, consistently. So
yeah, that's why I would say a team, not war, cause
yeah, that's what I want to say. Because to me, these are equal. You know, these are really my friends. These people I just hang out with on just a regular. Like some of them, I know their parents, I know their mom. Like this is my people. You know, not just some random stranger.
Nah, man, yeah. We got to grow up and pulling. People you grow with.
I met most of them in college too. Funny enough.
College you went, man.
Baruch College, man. Shout out Baruch in New York.
Baruch. This in New York.
New York, yeah.
What's your biggest hit
on the rock.
Ice is good.
Are you drinking that?
No.
I see you drinking something red.
Yeah, so we got Spin City out of New York. Fine Guyanese, but you don't know New York based. You understand? And why you have on YouTube, check for powerlink entertainment, you understand? Subscribe. You check for Spin City Chris. You can name Spin City Chris. You understand? So I want you to check for Spin City Chris on YouTube and subscribe. You understand? Anyway, Spin City. Tell the people how old is you.
How old?
Yeah, how old?
23.
23. I see you got a tune here, Midnight. I see you got Midnight. Tell me the meaning behind Midnight.
Midnight was that's an older song dropped with the homie Pop Sizzle Belly. Shout out to Pop. That was like a fun, like I don't know, like some young nigga back roads kind of vibe. You know, that was like my fourth song. So at the time I was like trying to prove I could rap. You know, bars heavy, upbeat, flexing and all that. All that strippiness.
It was just me and yourself.
Just me, exactly. We in Queens, we in the hood, we in Brooklyn. Shot that one in Queens, and then other part of it in Brooklyn.
Right.
Regular thing, man. Outside all night.
Well, right now, highlighting your profile, highlighting your catalog.
Yeah.
You have a very good catalog.
Thank you.
You have a very good catalog.
Thank you, man.
I see Spin City Chris and Max Marino, West Indian Girl. Tell me something about that.
Yeah.
There's one of your mainstream songs too.
Yeah.
Tell me something about that.
So that was produced by my boy Max Morio. Shout out to him.
Right.
Max I've known since what 2019. I met him at Baruch too. So a lot of my team I met at Baruch, and me and Max.
Baruch is your university that you're recently graduating from.
Yeah. Graduate. This is my last year actually. And Max I met at the same radio station. Shout out to WBNB. Max is amazing producer. Like when I tell you, the same way I listen to songs, I listen to lyrics and study the lyrics and study what the story they were trying to tell. Max will listen to production and get real technical, like what mic was used to record this track, and what plugins and what software and what equipment was used to make this beat, and then where did they record it, and like what time did it? Like he's
Technical.
details.
Technical.
He doesn't miss details.
Technical. Because man looking for make hits.
Exactly. He doesn't miss details. Like when I'm with Max, it's funny. Like I kind of joke, and sometimes we're in the studio and it feels like we're in the military, like a boot camp. Like we pull up. If it's in the afternoon, if I pull up 1 in the morning, whatever time is the time we're
ready for work.
we pull up, we talk a little bit, check in, make sure everybody good, and then we get straight in. Okay, we finish something, we make something new. What's the vibe for today? How we feeling? Sometimes we'll go in and we'll be like, we want to make house music today. Just try a genre. You know, the song might not be good enough to drop, but just get in get in the
different
flow,
things.
you know? And then from there, it's like, okay, I like this song from this artist and this song from this artist. How would we bring those worlds together? What would that sound like? You know? And then from there, I try to make sure I put my spin in because I don't want to be anybody else. I might love the music, I might be influenced by it, but I'm not trying to be them. You know? So go. And West Indian Dreams, that was one of the first Caribbean songs I made. Because Max recorded GT Boy. He didn't produce GT Boy, but he recorded it. And after that, he was like, you got to make more of that. Whatever world that is for you.
What do you mean by you didn't produce it, you recorded it?
Like, so he didn't make the beat, but he recorded the song for me. Like, I recorded at his studio and stuff like that. But all the Caribbean stuff after was all him. So after he made GT Boy, he was like, that world, your heritage, your family, your culture, put more of that into music. Lean into it. So it's Indian Dreams. Usually when I'm with Max, I usually write songs while Max is making the beat. So as he's adding instruments and messing with things, I'm changing and removing lyrics because I want what I'm saying to be so tailored to the beat that like the two can't exist without each other, you know? So as he's writing, he made that beat, I was writing.
Instant.
I don't even think I showed him what I wrote until I was ready to record. He's like, "You ready?" He's like, "Yeah." And I just recorded it. I didn't even tell him. I didn't show him nothing beforehand. And I think we did the first take. He stopped. He looked at me like, he's had this face like, what was that? I was like, whatever come out, bro. He said, all right. And from there, we just kept doing it. And then when I put it, I teased that song too. When I teased it, people were like, whatever this is, I need more of it.
They're like, no.
Whatever this is, I need more of it. That was it. Yeah.
I see you got one day, some way, somehow.
Yeah. That song, you know, you make some things, and some things you make from your mind, like, okay, I want to make something like that. And some things come from your heart. That one come from my heart. That was just like.
Give me a voice from it.
The first verse, how's it go? Oh yeah, sorry. So the first verse goes, working on my hits like we 66, God be looking out, didn't need a stick. Still I watch their moves like a referee, grinding day and night, ain't no sympathy. Got no time for games, trying to switch some lanes. Should I get a jag or hop up in a range? Think about the later choices in my brain, hopeful on my goals, wash away the pain. Money on the mental, or harder instrumentals. Pockets full, the money growing, gotta get the income. Running for millions like first of the cash, stacking my paper like I missed a class. Staying little people, perfecting my craft, coming to the city, loving my style. That was the first verse.
Say. All about the money, all about getting yourself together.
Some way, somehow, bro.
Yeah.
Because we can't stay
That's the
at this
Caribbean
level.
dream, you know, flying foreign. You're going abroad, living as any Caribbean country going to the first world country. Just where you spit there is what it is about. Yeah. You understand?
Some way, somehow, making it to a better place for yourself, for your family. That song is just about just leveling up. By any means, you know?
So, other than the rapping scene, most of music is like a fusion of rap and Afro beat rhythm. Like
Yeah.
You ever try dancehall as a Caribbean?
I've been getting into it a lot more lately. So like even West Indian Dreams is like it's not dancehall, but it's like Afro dancehall. So it's like kind of that bass line that you hear in like Vibes Cartel, like Sean Paul's like older music, with like that consistent like soca drum, and then like the Indian like tassa drum kind of mixed in between some African stuff, like little piece of this,
The
piece of that.
tassa, sorry for cutting you, but the tassa, the mostly the Africans using them in the music now.
Yeah.
The tassa drum man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tassa and the Amapiano.
Yeah.
That log
Oh,
drum?
scrap by.
Amapiano is
I'm a piano right now, mashing the world.
nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
The
Nuts.
man right now.
Nuts. I'm working on a song. I don't know if I should say it yet, but I'm working on a song that's like it's dancehall and it's soca, but the soca we mixed in Amapiano drums.
Oh,
As like a back and forth kind of rhythm.
I won't say that the Caribbean in ready for that yet, but there's a more European vibe. There's a more European.
That's why I want to take the
atmosphere.
Caribbean to that, you know, and just bring it together.
Bring it together. Yeah. So I can you back a little. I already talk about college and these things. Which college you say is to
Baruch.
We're studying at Baruch.
So Baruch, I'm studying media production. I want to be in film and TV. I've been doing music videos, documentaries, interviews and stuff like for years now, aside from music. And that kind of helped me understand how I want to present my music too. So you look at my music videos, there's a certain style to all of them that I learned while shooting for other people. You know?
So as in the field.
Exactly. So that's what I study at Baruch, man. Design, visual design. I want to make sure like who I am as an artist is represented in a very specific way. I want people to look at a video and be like, oh, this is a Spin City Chris video. Like, you don't got to watch the whole thing.
But no, you.
Just quick 20 seconds, they're like, oh, it's Spin City Chris video, you know?
Yes, right now we are Sweet Elegance. Big up Sweet Elegance for everything. Yes, and Campari. See Campari Saturday. Every Saturday when you come out, Campari, karaoke and party. And right here by Sweet Elegance, so when you come out, every Saturday, Campari sponsoring. Anyway, back to Spin City Chris. Give me a little more details on GT Boy, man. How you come up with that?
GT Boy.
Because A1 now, you left here since the little boy. So how you come up with GT Boy?
Well, I already know, like, although I left when I was a kid, you know, I'm born in Georgetown, raised in South Rumville. So I remember a little bit about where I come from, you know?
Right.
And
now you went to school too?
Exactly. Went to Marian Academy.
Yeah.
And even in New York, like, there's a lot of Caribbean, and especially where I live, there's a lot of Guyanese in Trinidad where I live. Like, I grew up.
The music you're singing, right? I you know, but you still want to like line money.
You gotta do it.
Like you get more vision.
But yeah. More inspiration.
Go.
Yeah.
Watch it all in me safe. I'll tell you. You got to. You understand? That's what me safe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, tell me about GT Boy.
GT Boy, I was going through a rough time with a girl at the time. You know what I mean? It's all every hit song is about a girl. I feel like, you know, in my opinion, any song that lasts is either about your family or it's about a girl.
But truth, no gun music and anything no last. But truth, you're lying.
You know,
them love song people singing from 50 years back and all. People still
what's that one? Dawn Pen. No.
Yeah,
you don't love me. Yeah. What? Yeah,
that old music live on, but truth. Love music is live on.
Love music and family music is timeless.
Yeah.
And I was just frustrated at the time with Shorty. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
And I wanted to do at the time. I just started making Afrobeats. Like I was listening to a lot of Afrobeats maybe a couple years before that. I was okay. I want to make one because I was gonna make an Afrobeats EP. That's how it came. And I made a couple tracks. And honestly, at the time, I made ones that I liked more than GT Boy. Not that GT Boy was bad. But like I said, it just felt so like normal to me.
Right.
Like it didn't stand out, but like I was like I already know this part of myself.
Yeah.
You know,
you've done a GT Boy already.
Exactly.
But them one know the GT Boy got
exactly
qualities of the GT Boy, so therefore make the tune important, especially for a man like me.
Yeah.
We never went foreign and you talking about GT Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them girls come and look for them.
man.
So them girls come and look for the GT Boy. So. Now we don't spend city for dog. Big we up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put we out there.
Yeah.
GT fucking. Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. I cut you. Let me hear a little more about GT by the man. I know
Yeah.
that a long story behind it.
No, I was making it, and then I was like, so I was talking to Max. Max was recording it, and he was like, you know, he's like, you already know you can rap. You got to start learning how to write songs. So GT Boy was just like
A beginning.
practice of like how to songwrite, because rapping is one thing, like da 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 bars bars bars.
Constructing a song.
Right, exactly. From because if you look at GT Boy, it's a short song, and there's only one real verse. It's a bridge, chorus, one verse, bridge, chorus again, and you're done.
Sorry.
So you can run it back over and over and over and
Easy
over.
to stick in your mind.
Exactly.
It's like a trap. It's like a music you think now for hook people.
Exactly.
There's your hook tune.
Exactly.
There's the gravitating tune.
You get it.
Right.
And that's how I wrote it. Even the lyrics, like I said, I was frustrated with a girl at the time, so it starts off, please tell me what you want, tell me what you need.
Trying
Me
to fight
to
on
come
top of
say.
cliche.
Exactly. But then I get frustrated and I was like, I ain't come to fight with you, come to fuss with
Whatever
you.
is it.
Man. So then from there I was like, what I said but I'm not the type you could leave behind, like you never truly cared.
Exactly.
I told you once, but I realized you were never truly there. I'm a GT boy, running through the town, trying to dodge these clowns. Exactly. And such is life, man.
For real, you can't fight it.
Nah,
You can't fight it
not at all.
Yeah. I see you got another one. No sense. There's a new one.
Yeah.
No sense.
No sense. So no sense. That came from my project with Max Morio. It's called Morio City.
Right.
And No Sense was the first song, and that was like inspired by like southern like trap music. So like Pimp C, Slim Thug, like Jeezy, like Lil Wayne, like real down south. You know what I mean? Like early 2000s trap.
Right.
So No Sense, honestly. I don't remember. I remember what happened. I was at work, a job I was working at the time, bro. And it was hot today, like Guyana hot, but that was when in New York's like, it was like 90-something degrees. And I was working outside at the time. And I was just so vexed, like, with the job, with everything. And after I got off of work, I went straight to the studio. And I think I had some nonsense happen at work, so I wasn't in the mood.
Sorry.
And Max could see it on my face. He's like, you look upset. And I was like, I'm not in the mood or whatever, bro. So I wrote the song, and I think I was listening to like Chief Keef or something on the way to the studio. Just some real, just like high energy, just some stupidness, you know. And then I get to the studio and I recorded the song. Like Max didn't even make a beat. I just recorded what I wrote, vocals, and Max made the beat around the song, the tempo and everything. The drums aligned everything around what I made, what I recorded. And then from there, just real short, real quick, in and out. And yeah, and then we shot the video about a year later, maybe after the song come out.
Right. I can't see the 8 months on YouTube.
Yeah, we dropped that last year. Yeah.
So I see an interview here with you with Guyana Today's 4 years back. That was when you was a. Tell me a little about that.
That was like that was when I dropped Somewhere Somehow. Actually,
You do the interview abroad.
I did it. Yeah, we did it online. So I did it from my side back in Queens to here. And that was for the.
How was the experience?
That was at the time. I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I was really nervous because that was my first like music interview, and it's NCN. Like this is Guyana Today. That's my first interview. It's like I'm on TV for the first one, and it's my first music video too.
Say.
But I was like, listen, the opportunity came, make the most of it, and it was good. Just trying to like literally stay calm, and it was early in the morning too. Like on my side, I think I got up at like 4 a.m. for that one.
Say.
Early. So I was like kind of still half awake, trying to splash some water in my face, wake up, set up the camera and everything.
Right. It was a whole hassle.
Oh, bro. I think it was cold at the time too. It was still like February in New York, so I had to go outside. Bro, it was a lot, man, but it was good.
You get you.
It was good. Yeah, I appreciate that for that.
And I see you got another one with
Royalty
Revolution.
Yeah.
Part 1, 2, 3. Yeah, part 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Give me a little detail. Where's Royalty Revolution? A foreign here.
Yeah, that's in New York. Shout out to Royalty Revolution. That's a local like podcast in Brooklyn. So they interview like upcoming artists, and I linked up with them. I think maybe like 2 years ago or so. A friend of mine, shout out my boy Faye, and that was a cool interview too. That was like maybe my third or fourth at the time, just talking about the music journey.
At that time, you didn't bring out GT by yet.
Not yet. At the time, I was still on the some way somehow like real more trap music, you know, a lot more like American hip hop. We hadn't even touched the Caribbean yet. Like I didn't know myself enough yet to do GT Boy and all that other stuff. Yeah.
So tell me about some of the stages where Grace won now.
Yeah, man. Done a lot of college shows. Like Baruch, I've done a lot of events there. I did Spring Fling 2023 and 2024. So that's like a big annual concert they have there.
Right.
And I opened
at the college.
At the college, and I opened for Rich the Kid the first year, and then Jordan Ward the year after.
Rich the Kid, St. Plug Walk.
Yeah, him. Yeah. And what was it, New Freezer? Yeah, shout out Rich the Kid. But yeah, I opened for him. I opened for Jordan Ward. And those were great experiences, man. It taught me how to really work a crowd of that size. So each of those events was about 200, maybe 300 people each time.
Yeah, what?
So that was like some of my first times working
in a like there's a large crowd to Guyana. Hey, no, Guyana there's a large crowd.
Anywhere, man.
Anywhere there's a large.
In my opinion, as one person on the stage, it's just me and the DJ. That's a lot of people to look at.
Yeah, 200 people is a lot of people.
You know what I mean? Staring you down, waiting for you to do something.
That is a lot of. Give me some of the shows Grace won in New York and you're performing there, you know?
Not yet.
Give me some of the shows Grace won in New York.
New York, yeah, I did Spring Fling 2023, 2024. In Denver, I performed at the Telly and Friends show. Shout out to Telly. She's a Colombian artist, and that was the last stop of her tour. So she's from Denver, so that was her hometown show. So that was a nice crowd too. That was like maybe 100, like around 100 people. Real nice crowd. Really love my music. They love GT Boy. Stuck in their heads. Like that's the song that's like glue, you know? Stick. But yeah, did that, and then I did a lot of clubs and like local shows in New York, in Philly, in Atlanta. So just different clubs performing here and there.
Must be moving a lot.
Yes, Spin City, man. Motion.
Oh, scrap! No, I understand what I It's Spin City. I understand. It's Spin City. I was on the
move. Look, last week I was in New York. Now I'm back home.
I did. Spin City, but truth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So alright, after being home from 8, it was 8 when you left. After being home from such a long time, when you're in the country, what you like about the country?
In a weird way, not in a weird way, but I really love how Guyana is still so authentic. You know what I mean? Like, especially in New York, a lot of Black and Caribbean culture in New York has been gentrified, has been taken, wiped out, or just made it some new, weird, watered down version, you know? But Guyana still has that heart. It never lost it, you know? Even like this morning and a couple of days ago, I was going through the market with my family and stuff, and felt like a kid again. You know, I'm seeing the music, the food, the spices, the taste, the water, everything. I say, yeah, man.
Vibes.
Man.
It's culture. It's like you
everything.
need culture.
Everything.
Yeah. So, what's your plans? Coming home, seeing thing. What's your plans for Guyana? What's your plans for the future with your music and Guyana?
For the future of my music, I want to create a new sound. I've been working on a new genre for the last couple months, called Carry Swing, and meaning Caribbean swing, and it's like a mixture of. I listen to a lot of UK music, like especially like Africans and Caribbean artists in the UK, and they have a genre there called Afro swing that was kind of popular like the 2010s, a couple years back.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I didn't even notice what it was called until like last year. I just realized that all the songs I like from the UK, all the rap and R&B.
Already?
No, I haven't been yet.
I did.
But
You like the European song? Here, why you like the European song? Because the European got the African culture.
Yeah.
A lot of these are born or by, most of these men live in the UK.
Yeah.
They're from the UK. UK got the African scene.
Yeah.
You understand? Anyway, back to you.
No, you're right though. That's what, and I realized too. It's like I just like what I like. I didn't even know what the genre was called.
Me too. I like Afro music before it get.
So,
you know, I just like the thing, but yeah, listen. Sorry for cutting you.
No, you're right. Same way I felt.
I just hear the thing, I'm falling in love with it.
Exactly. And I'm listening to these songs. I'm like, they're all used. I noticed they're all like the same, like maybe 20 artists that I'm always listening to. And then I found out there's from a genre called Afro swing. So I'm like, okay, I look into it, like, what does it mean? What's the story? Like, what's the style? Like, what is it? A combination of them. And it's like Afro beats mixed with like hip hop, mixed with like jazz and like high life music.
And reggae.
And
Don't
reggae,
forget reggae. Don't forget reggae music.
Yeah.
There's the Caribbean part, buddy.
Yeah.
There's the Caribbean part.
So I'm listening to them like, okay. And I was like, I realized the songs I was making, like West Indian Dreams, What You Say, even GT Boy a little bit. Yeah. It's not Afro swing, but it's like, it's his cousin. You know, it's close by. So I'm like, what would this be?
Sorry for fucking you, but why you can't run from the Afrobeat scene? Because however you try to run from it, when you go in the studio, go in a beat or go in a booth, the rhythm is there.
Yeah.
The vibe is there. You understand? It's bring out something in you that you can't explain.
Yeah.
You understand? And I find it in your music though.
Yeah.
I find it in your music. Your music got the kind of genre about it.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Your music got the kind of Afro-whites. You know? Imagine the vibe there. Yeah, it's a real nice vibe. So how the music taking off in America as Spin City? Tell me some of the highlights you get in your studio you're working with. You know, you say you got a team.
Yeah.
Give you your manager name, your producer, big up your producer.
Yeah. Shout out, first off, Max, got a big shout out to him. Max Morio. That's my go-to producer, recording engineer. That's my guy. Like, even before, the day before I left to come here, I was at his crib. We were recording from like, midnight to about 2 a.m. And we're finishing some songs that I want to drop soon. But, Max has been so instrumental in like developing my sound, like help me understand where I come from and how to put that in the music, because I know it, but I didn't always know how to explain it or what to look for musically.
Put it together as a music.
The big ones, but there's certain tracks where I feel like they were just going crazy. And he could be like, yeah, it's because this and that, and this flow, and then usually the tempo and all those things. And it's like cooking, it's different ingredients.
Yeah.
Some meals you got to make hot and fast. Some things you got to let it simmer, let it get slow. And it's the same vibe.
Yep.
Same thing.
It's like you only connect like one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Wherever you fly, he need to tell you, like, bam, 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 bam. Name of the studio. Or you ain't got no name of the studio yet. Y'all just walk together as one.
Just work as one.
Alright. Well, Spin City.
Yeah.
You gotta Spin City be your brand.
That is the brand.
Well, Spin City Records.
Yeah. No. Spin City is me. The brand is a we. A we meaning us. Because it's not just about me. It's us. And that's a teaser too. I shouldn't even tell you that. That's the next song.
So it's about Spin City music right now.
Right now, it's just me. Right now, it's just me telling my story through my eyes. But coming back to Guyana, getting back in touch with my culture and my heritage helps me understand how to tell Guyana's story. So that's not just. It might start with me, but it's not gonna end with me.
Yeah, you gotta be relevant for no right now.
Yeah, and I want to understand. I want to understand the space so I can know how to talk in it. It's a language, I can't, I know how to talk in New York. I know what to say there, but I want to understand what to say here.
Yeah. What people like here. You can't there no right now here.
Exactly.
So we're coming to Guyana basically for promote music, family trip, vacation, or all in one exclusive.
All in one, man. It started off as just reconnecting with family, coming to see the place I was born in, and then from there come into we're here, make the most of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the music is heard, seen in places, and now it's a bit of both, back and forth. Like hang out with my cousins and my auntie, and then come and do this interview with you.
I hear you say cousin, not you. I mean your uncle.
I got uncle too, but it's my funny boy. My funny boy. I got cousin, auntie, uncle.
Good. That is it. That is it. Anyway, We got new no man. We knew you got coming. You got the album coming.
I got another project with Max coming. So we dropped Morio City 1 last year. Morio City 2 is coming probably by the end of the summer. But I'm dropping the first single in about 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
So that one is called A We, meaning us. And that is
us in what language?
I say Creolese. A We.
Oh,
A We.
It sounds so when you say it by itself, it sounds like Spanish.
It sounds like anything it could be, right? It sounds like anything.
Yeah.
It sounds like anything it could be.
Right, yeah. So, are we? Where you got it from?
I got it from us.
No. You can't get it from us. You born and grow in the city.
Yeah.
I born and grow in the city and never left Guyana. You know, tell you left Guyana long. You know what are we?
What do you know about we?
Us and them thing we start in the city. Are we them country people thing?
Where you think my family come from?
Oh, no.
My family roots run deep in this place, boy.
Tell me, talk to me.
Demerara, Essequibo, Wakenham, all of that. All of that.
This is why you're at the beginning, right? I say, where's your last name?
Oh, okay.
What more studies now?
Film.
What a fall back thing you got on you?
That's what I want. Film and TV. Aside from music, film and TV. I want to start making documentaries, movies. Like I want to be a film director one day. So that's like one of my like long-term goals aside from the music. And I've been doing that, interning and like working with people for the last couple of years. Mostly like in like hip hop documentaries and stuff like that, you know.
I like history too. I like getting into details. I like like that. Yeah, I like getting into details. It's like how your colleagues and these things accept your music in college, no?
They love it actually.
So you don't get no problem.
Nah, honestly, most of the events like I've done probably from like anywhere from like 10 maybe to 15 events at Peru about, and most of them is the students that be recommending me to different people or like
your music nice and your music AY your music nice, right? And I want to stay on this track. AY your music nice because it's a fusion music. It's not reggae, it's not dancehall, it's not soca, it's not hip hop, it's not pop. It's a fusion of all. When I first hear music, actually, what they say, I like this one, but the music is a fusion. You understand? You're trying your best to be a Guyanese. Because I hear your twang, you got your twang. It's like, but you're trying your best to put the Guyanese here, which is like, are we? You understand? You're trying your best to put the guy, and you're doing it most Guyanese abroad doing it. Not with disrespect or nothing, but most Guyanese abroad doing it, they're trying for something like Jamaican.
Yeah.
They're trying for something like somebody else. And I see you ain't doing though.
No.
I see you talking straight.
Yeah.
How much you know? Some of them, you know, to try somehow to put in other Caribbean. I don't want to use words. I'm wrong for using other Caribbean countries as label. You understand? But
I understand.
Guyanese like other people dialect more than themselves abroad.
Yeah.
So when I hear your music, I say, oh, is this part of our Spit City?
Yeah.
You gotta believe in yourself, real, because you're trying your best to be Guyanese.
Yeah.
And stay right there.
And that's who I am. Man.
Yeah, stay there. Don't let nobody switch you up and change around and no. Stay right there.
Guyanese culture is so rich. There's so much to talk about, so much to learn. So much.
And the war winning right now. Listen, you sorry for cutting.
No, we good, but so much to hear from us. Like the land of six people. What other country has so much different types of people ingrained in it? And it's not like it's just some random group move here. No, ingrained. Like me and you, we black, Indian, some sort of Asian, Native American, all in one. A little bit of Puerto Rican, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But still in there for real. Like my great grandmother, she's black, but she hair long down to her ankle. Like she
Me great grandmother is Amerindian. Alikak. Me great. I'm a great. Me grandmother, Moro, is Amerindian. Watch it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's African. It's Indian and them kind of thing in Guyana. Now everybody mix. It's a full mixed nation. You understand? Guyana is a real nice country. Anyway, Queens. I hear that is in Queens, right?
Yeah.
You went to Little Guyana in Queens, right?
I live right by it.
about. So,
Yeah.
how you interact with these Guyanese, man? Tell me a little about Queens, man.
Local Guyana, I love local Guyana.
Tell me some of the names of the clubs that you perform in, that, you know, big up the clubs.
Most of the clubs that I perform in are usually like in Manhattan. There's one spot by my crib. What's it called? Elegant. Is it Elegant? Something like Elegance. Not Sweet Elegance. Shout out to Sweet Elegance though. But something different. That's the spot right by Little Guyana, like on Rockwood. And there's one spot in New York I perform at a lot too called Pianos. That's a really nice like low key spot. A lot of people just in the area like to go there, find new music. That's a really a nice spot to find new artists. You know,
I did.
R&B, house, hip hop. Dance hall, like you go there and you'll find some really nice like low
upcoming artists,
parties and stuff.
Artists.
Yeah, we're real like very specific vibes. If you go there on a Thursday, it could be straight Latin music. You go there on a Friday, soul and reggae all night. You know, and some you might go on Saturday and it's both.
Yeah, this is why I asked you the question, because I want to know the scene in Queens. Because I'm going to come partner. I should not come and link you.
We can do it. All you gotta do is call me.
All you gotta do is call me.
Yeah,
buddy. So you just fit in. You just fit in the. I want. What I'm trying to tell you is that I want to know your marketing strategy where is used in America to get people to know Spin City. This is what I want to know. Your marketing strategy.
For me, content is a big thing. Because I studied photo and video, I can shoot anywhere, anytime. I know how to make anything into a moment. You know what I mean? And one thing I realized too is that you don't need a massive moment every single day. It's just a lot of small ones leading up to it, you know? My social media has grown a lot. Like
sorry for continuing, but stick up here. Tell the people your social media platform.
Yeah.
All your social media platform.
It's Spin City Chris on everything. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Spin City, one word, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Audio Mac, SoundCloud, Spin City Chris, everything. Same name everywhere. Easy to find.
Big up, Sweet Elegant.
Yes.
You don't know. Campari Saturday. Make sure you come out every Saturday. Campari Saturday. Ladies, free shots, Camparis when you come out to Elegant, Albert Street. I'm looking for your powerlink entertainment every Saturday. Yeah, back to Spin City, Chris.
Yeah. So
listen to your blood.
For me, it was a mixture doing events. So I'm really tapped into like the clubs out there. And not even just clubs, but just like events. So parties, fashion shows, artist showcases, workshops.
Yeah, cause sorry for cutting you. Yeah.
You're good.
I just went right here, YouTube page.
Yeah.
And I see they put no fashion shows and everything.
Yeah. Because music and fashion is
hand in hand. Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So from there, and I got a lot of DJ friends out there, so I'm always in the know of like, if I want to go out every weekend, I have to go out every weekend. I choose not to, but I always know about something happening somewhere.
I always know what's popping.
Yeah. So from there, just keeping my eyes on things, and then from there, that plus ads. Like the internet is a massive place, and if you know how to really use it to your advantage, traction can really be big up for yourself. Because I'm an upcoming artist, and I don't have a massive following yet, but I have a lot of like hubs like New York, Denver, Atlanta, Philly, Guyana now, Trinidad recently as well. A little bit of Jamaica, like 20 people here, 50 people here, 10 people here.
Yeah, and you're billing as time go by.
Exactly.
Yeah, once you understand that, you're going to bill. Exactly. You're not going to run frustrated, because I got into a little right now. Big up to everybody who tuned into Blunt and Chill.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody who like, support, subscribe.
Yeah.
You understand? Big up, because A1 now, your support mean a lot.
Yes.
You understand? Support mean a lot. Anyway, Spin City, so I hear you just call a number of ports. You understand? Which one of these ports you see accepting your music more better?
You know what's funny? South Africa really likes GT Boy. South Africa and Nigeria, maybe because it's Afro beats, really, really like GT Boy.
You get a lot of views from there.
Yeah, a lot of plays from there. And then Trinidad and Jamaica really like the West Indian Dreams music video. Did really well out there. When I was pushing that song a lot last year, I was getting a lot of Shazams in like Trinidad. in Jamaica for that song. So those kind of places. And then Guyana's always been like a consistent there, but it's growing.
Billing.
Yeah, piece by piece.
Yeah, well, since you was 8, buddy, now you coming back here.
Yeah.
You got to hear what you got to do now. You ever thinking about collabing with anybody in Guyana?
For sure. For sure. This might be my last time back. You're gonna see me more.
Yeah, I want to see. I need to see.
And I wanna plan it out more so I can come back and we can get content done, more videos, collaborations. Like I want to be the bridge.
Just now, you don't know it's Blunt and Chill. Enough respect to everybody. Tune in, share. You understand? Subscribe. You understand? Big up the Nest Media for making it possible. You understand? Big up the Sweet Elegant. You understand? We're really, big up the Sweet Elegant every Saturday. Hey, what telling you? Sweet Elegant is do Dutch, Italian, and English cuisine.
Woo.
You see?
And they do it well.
Man, and you got body when you're waiting up to the garlic bread. I tell you, I fall in love with the garlic bread, but you laugh, I fall in love with the garlic bread. Real thing.
Yeah.
I fall in love with the garlic bread. Anyway, check out Sweet Elegant every day for you. Rarest dishes, whatever dish you want, Sweet Elegant. And every Saturday, come out, support the karaoke and look out for more events too. Look out for more events from Sweet Elegant. You understand? So, Spin City, tell the people again how to find you.
Yeah.
Your platform, what to look for from you.
Yeah.
You got the album coming.
Yes.
Talk to the people.
Listen, so in a couple weeks we got a We coming out. That's the next single. You can find me on
A We. W-E.
W-I. A-W-I.
Good.
And that's coming out on all platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, iTunes, everything. And you can find me on all platforms at Spin City Chris. SPINCITY. Chris, everywhere. Same name everywhere. Just type it into YouTube. Matter of fact, just type it into Google. Spin City Chris Music. I'll come up. You can Google me. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you don't know. This is Blunt and Chill. Big up to everybody who tune in. Check out Spin City on all platforms. YouTube, iTunes, Google. Go Google it and see who's Spin City Chris. They're on Amazon. They're on Spotify. Check out Spin City Chris. Also check out powerlink.
Yes.
Powerlink on TikTok too. TikTok is Spin City Chris, right?
Yes.
Spin City Chris on TikTok. Powerlink, TikTok, powerlink, YouTube, powerlink, Instagram, powerlink, Spotify, powerlink, Google me. Besides me, I Google me. I also Google Nest Media, TikTok, Nest Media, YouTube, Nest Media. Besides me, this is Class Diversity. And this is Spin City Chris. You see? Hey, what the tune I like? I like, how much you take? I want you to look out for the tune and go on YouTube and like the tune. You can also see from my platform, Powerlink. From my platform. You don't know. So, respect every Saturday. Make sure you come out and support Campari. You see? Campari karaoke and vibe. Yeah, we are in public. Campari. Karaoke and vibes every Saturday by Sweet Elegant. Make sure you come. You understand?
Yes, man. Yo, what's up, y'all? Spin City Chris out in Georgetown. Big up GT. Back in the homeland. Shout out to Sweet Elegant. Shout out to Blunt and Chill. Nest Media. Powerlink Entertainment. One love. You already know. Peace.